the front of your mat. We're going to separate our feet slightly. Take a look down at your toes. Make sure that you've got your feet in line with each other. Take a moment to lift your gaze, roll your shoulders back and around a few times so that you feel that opening across the front of your chest. You feel a little bit of a squeeze between the shoulder blades behind you, and then just let your arms settle. Soften your knees, relaxing into the lower back, and taking a moment just to close your eyes. And just let your breathing slow down. And you can choose to either breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, or perhaps you want to breathe in and out through the nose. Just allowing your eyes to soften, releasing any unnecessary tension that you may be holding in your body. Perhaps allowing your belly to soften slightly as you breathe in. And feeling that gentle connection into your core as you breathe out. Bringing your awareness down to the soles of your feet. And just allowing the rest of your body to stack above your feet. Standing with as much ease as possible. Finding the bare minimum amount of effort to support yourself in space. And then take a moment to turn your gaze inwards. Noticing how you feel this morning, how does your energy feel, perhaps what your energy looks like. And taking a moment just before we begin moving through our class today, to give yourself permission to take a break when you need to. Give yourself permission to challenge yourself where you feel the need. And giving yourself permission to always just check in with yourself, how things are feeling for you in any given moment. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and sigh. Blink your eyes open, bring yourself back onto your mat. Start by reaching both arms all the way up. Inhale, bring your hands up and connecting the tips of the fingers to each other. And exhale, open the arms wide. Clear a little bit of space for yourself, and we're going to do that again. And we're going to inhale, reach up. Touch the tips of the fingers, stay here, and then exhale as you bend your knees and just arch your spine gently like you're doing a good morning stretch. And then straighten your knees, lengthen your spine, and open the arms nice and wide. Feel the release across the front of your chest and shoulders. And one more time, we're going to breathe in. Exhale, bend your knees, a little bit of an arch of the spine. Now stay there, open your arms, tuck your chin in, and just let yourself roll all the way forward. Your knees are quite bent, so you should easily be able to place your fingertips to the ground. And then just start to straighten one knee, bend it, and then straighten the other knee. And bend, and just keep alternating sides. And remember, we are just warming up now. It doesn't matter if your knee straightens completely or not. Make sure that it feels good for you and making sure that you have your fingertips to the ground to give yourself some support. And then bend both your knees. Bend them enough you can put your hands flat to the ground. And then shift your body weight to your left leg and see if you can pick up that right leg. Now stretch that leg all the way back, as far back as you can. Stay there and then lower your knee to the ground. Now this is where you may need to put a cushion underneath your knee. Start walking your hands up onto that front knee. Lift your eye line and pause here for a moment to focus your eye line and find your balance. And now do a little push away from the front leg and release back in. And as you do this movement, I want you to really feel how that foot is grounding you at the front, and feel how the crown of your head is floating up towards the clouds. Connecting this movement into your breath, we're going to take just 2 more. And now push back and stay here. Get a connection to the belly, reaching both arms forward, and then bringing both hands all the way up. Stay here for a moment, and then if it's available to you, start lifting your eye line, lifting your heart, and pausing here. If you lose your balance, just bring your gaze back to the front again. Keep breathing. Settling into the shape, feeling that internal lift and release as it connects to your breath. Bringing the arms forward, bringing your eye line down, placing your left hand to your knee, placing your right fingertips to the ground, and then help yourself to come into a little bit of a twist. Feel free to move your hips if you need to, and then if you can, reaching that left hand all the way up. Finding that opening across your heart, reaching forward through the crown of your head, and once again, feeling how the breath guides you into this movement. Taking one more breath in and out, and release, putting both fingertips onto the ground on either side of the foot, and now start gliding all the way back and all the way forward. And again, it doesn't matter if you completely straighten the leg or not. Find the range that feels like it's releasing the back of your leg. Now press back and stay here. Bend the front knee a little bit. Lift your toes up and then lengthen the spine. So you really focus on lifting the heart. And now start turning the thigh bone. You're going to see that your foot and your knee will naturally roll in and out like windscreen wipers. And we're doing that little hamstring glide at the back of the leg. Connect to your breath. One more time. Bringing your leg back to the center. Place your foot down. Walking yourself forward. Go onto the tips of your fingers at the front of the mat. Tuck the back toes under and lift up that back leg. You're going to bend the back knee and then come to balance on the front foot again. Balance here. And then place the right foot down and just relax all the way over. Put one hand onto the opposite elbow, place your other hand onto the opposite elbow, and just hang like a rag doll. You can bend your knees or you can straighten them. You can hang quietly or you can sway from side to side. And then on your next breath, bend your knees, release your hands and put both hands flat to the ground. Balance on your right leg, pick up the left leg and hold it there, core connection. And then stretch the leg all the way back and putting your toes onto the ground. Lower your knee down, give yourself a pillow for support if you need. Relaxing the foot and bringing both hands up onto the right knee. Pause for a moment. Create a little bit of space along your spine, and then we start moving. And it's quite a small movement. Connecting into the breath. And more importantly, connecting that front foot into the ground and allowing your head to float upwards. And press back just a little bit. Now hold it there. Feel the lower belly engage. Bringing both arms forward. Bringing both arms up. And then if it's available to you, look up. Lift up through the heart. And it's not a back bend. We are opening through the front of the body. We are opening up across the heart space. Stay with your breath. And notice that lift and release. Bringing both hands forward, lowering your eye line, placing right hand to your knee, left fingertips to the ground, and then help yourself into a little bit of a twist, looking over the right shoulder, and then right hand reaches up. Keep breathing. Feeling that your hands are an extension from the middle of your heart. And release, bringing both hands down, fingertips to the floor, and let's just start pushing back a little bit further. So now bringing yourself a little bit more into a hamstring release. Make any adjustments you need to that knee position at the back so it works for you. And one more time, press back, stay here. You're going to soften the front knee, lift the toes, and lengthen the spine. And then we start external rotation from the top of the thigh bone. As much as possible, we're trying to keep the pelvis and spine still. And just getting the glide of the hamstrings along the back of the leg. Bringing your leg back to center, lower the toes, coming forward, fingertips, tuck the back toes, pick up the back leg, and then stay there for a moment. Bend the knee and push forward. Balance. Use your hands to help you. Use your core. Placing both feet down, line up the big toes with each other, and then hang like a ragdoll. Hold on to the elbows if you can. And just let your arms, let the weight of your arms frame your head. Allowing yourself just to surrender into this pose for a moment. And then releasing your arms. Let your fingertips touch the floor. Soften your knees slightly. And take your time as you roll back up into standing. Shoulders relaxed. Lift your gaze, roll your shoulders around, and then take a moment as you stand here, once again to close your eyes and just feel. Allowing your feet to root, to ground you. Allowing your head to float upwards. Turning your gaze inwards. And pausing to observe. Opening your eyes, blinking gently. Both arms reach all the way up. Inhale, fingertips touch. Bend your knees, it's a little arch of the spine. Open your arms, tuck your chin in and roll forward through the spine. Placing fingertips to the ground. Shifting your body weight to your left leg and the right leg. You take a lovely big step back and you stay here. Move your hands back a little bit. And we're just going to start to move backwards and forwards. Straightening the front leg just as much as you can. Connecting each movement to a breath, however that registers for you. Bending the front knee, taking your left hand to your knee, and then help yourself into a little bit of a twist. Lifting up through the left arm, staying here for 3 breaths in and out. Opening up across the heart, feeling the lengthening and release with each breath. And then release, placing both fingertips to the front of the mat, bend the back knee, kick off, and stepping both feet together. Soften the knees and roll up into standing, rooting into the feet, and lifting your gaze. Both arms, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, little arch of the spine. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, nod the chin, and we roll forward. Placing the fingertips to the ground, standing on the right leg as you step the left leg all the way back. Bringing your hands just in line with the heel, and we start straightening the front leg as much as you can, and release. And remember, you can put your knee on the ground at the back if you need, yeah? Keep breathing. We're going to do one more time. And bend the front knee, moving right hand to the knee. Lengthen your spine and guide yourself into your twist. Right hand reaches up. 3 breaths in and out. Allow yourself to expand in the space. And on your next breath, release, placing both fingertips to the front of the mat. Kick off the back leg, stepping the feet together, relaxing all the way over. Soften the knees, roll up into standing. Abdominals connecting. Lifting all the way up and tall. Roll the shoulders back and around. And once again, close eyes. And take a moment to listen to your own heartbeat. Take a moment to consciously and deliberately slow your breath. Feel your feet rooting and your head floating upwards. On your next breath, opening eyes, and we move with our breath. We inhale to reach up, connect the fingertips. Exhale, bend the knees. It's a gentle arch of the spine. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, nod your chin, and we roll forward through the spine. And this time, stay here just for a moment and move your hands to the front of your ankles. Start lengthening your spine as if you're doing a cat stretch, kneeling on the floor. And then round your spine, feel the tuck of your tail, the lift through the belly, and the tuck of your chin. And again, lengthen the spine. And then curl. Use your arms to help you as much as you need. Bring your awareness to the lower belly, creating support for you underneath. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Stay here. And then placing fingertips to the ground, stepping the right leg all the way back. Holding it here. Moving your hands up onto the front knee, lifting yourself up so you can find a little Tiny, tiny movement. And I want you to feel the connection of that front foot into the ground. Feel the lift through the crown of your head in opposition. And then bring yourself into a position that you can breathe, balance, and reach both arms forward. Now you can stay here, or perhaps you can lift your arms up. Perhaps you can lift your eye line and lift up through your chest. It's not about bending backwards, it's about opening up your heart space. And if you lose balance, just bring your gaze forward again. And then we're going to release all the way down. Now, I want you to put your hands flat onto the ground and step the left leg back. So we're making a plank position with our bodies. Spread your fingers out, reach through your crown and push back through your heels. Lower abs are connected, bum cheeks are nice and firm. Let your knees come to the floor. Release your toes back. Round your spine like a cat and start pushing backwards, but keep your hands where they are and we just stay here. You can trampoline bounce if you want, or I'm just going to hold it today and breathe. Notice on your own body where you're feeling the tension, where you're feeling the release. And then with a rounded spine, come all the way forward. Keep pushing your hips through. So you're going to squeeze your bum cheeks, lift your heart up, hold it, and then scoop your belly as you round your spine again. Tuck your toes under, and then lengthen into a plank position. Lift your hips up. Hold it here for a moment. And now just pick up the right leg a little bit and see if you can step that foot forward between your two hands. Help yourself if you need to, and then you hold it here. Walk your hands up onto the top knee. And then balance yourself. Focus your eye line, and we start gently moving backwards and forwards. And it's really about rooting into the feet and allowing your head to float upwards. And then find a position where you can settle there, connect core, and reach the hands forward. You can stay here if you need. You can put your back knee down if you need. Start lifting the arms up, lifting eye line, lifting heart, and you breathe. Focus on each inhale and each exhale, allowing yourself to have a complete experience of holding this shape. Bringing eye line forward, bringing hands forward. Go into the tips of your fingers first, and then put your hands flat down. Step the right leg back. And you hold your plank position, your push-up position. Squeeze your thigh muscles. Let your knees come down. Release your feet. Round your spine to sit back. And again, you can stay here and hold the position, or maybe now you want to add that little trampolining. One more. Come forward. Pushing the hips through. Squeezing the bum cheeks. Lifting chest. Lifting eye line. Better make sure those abs are connected. Scoop the belly back. Tuck your toes. And back into your plank position. Pause. Lift your hips up. Stay as you are for a moment. Pick up your left leg and step your foot all the way through between between your hands. Help yourself if you need to. Go onto the tips of your fingers and then push forward. Line up your toes and just fold over for a moment. Just hang there. Take a little breath and slowly up you come. Using abdominals, connecting into the soles of the feet. Shoulders roll back. And pause for a moment as you close eyes. Giving yourself just a moment to pause, observe, connecting into breath. Opening eyes slowly, blinking gently. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bending knees. Inhale, opening arms. Exhale, rolling forward. Fingertips to ankles. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, round the spine. And again, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, round the spine. And then inhale, placing the fingertips to the ground. Standing on the left leg, stepping the right leg all the way back. Rooting into the feet, reaching the arms forward. Coming all the way up. Put your hands on your knees if you need. Bringing the hands forward, put the hands flat to the ground. Stepping the left leg back, plank pose. Lower your knees. Release your feet. Round your spine, sit back. Round your spine, come forward. Pushing the hips all the way through. Lift up through the chest. Lift up through the gaze. Scoop the belly in. Tuck toes. Push-up position now. Hold it here. We're going to do one push-up to come down to the floor. Lower your knees to the ground if you need. We're going to lie flat on our bellies. You're going to stretch your left arm out and look to the right. Bend your right knee. Rolling over, look for the floor with your foot. If it's not comfortable on your lower back, then make sure that you've got a support underneath your foot, a little pillow. And we just pause here. Allow yourself to breathe as you open up through the left shoulder, the left front arm line. And then rolling slowly forward, release, switch arms, look the other way, bending the left knee, rolling back, looking for the mat, looking for the floor, giving yourself as much support as you need. And the focus here is on opening the arms, opening the chest. But you may very well feel that there's quite a strong twist around the back. So make sure that your lower belly is engaged, that you're not forcing your back into a position it's not happy with. On your next breath, rolling all the way forward, stretching your leg out, placing both hands under the shoulders, center yourself. Push up onto your knees. Tuck your toes. Straighten the legs. Lift your hips. Pausing for a moment. Pick up the right leg, not too high, and step that foot all the way through in the hands. Reaching the arms forward. Now remember, you can put your hands on your knees if you need to. Coming all the way up, focusing your gaze. Making sure that you can breathe. And then Bring the hands all the way down. Place the hands and step right leg back. Lower the knees. Release the feet. Round your spine, move your hips back. Round your spine, come forward. Push your hips through, squeeze your bum. Lift your chest, firm your belly. Lift your eye line, pull the belly back. Tuck toes and push-up position. Bend the elbows, come all the way down. Hold it here, releasing the toes out. Roll your shoulders back and inhale to come up into a little baby cobra. And exhale, release. Make sure that you're anchoring your legs and anchoring your pelvis. Inhale, just a little baby cobra. And exhale, release. One more time, little baby cobra. Maybe you can even lift your hands up. And exhale, release. Toes, push up onto your knees. Strong movement. Straighten your legs. Lift your hips. Pause here. Pick up the left leg. Step your foot all the way through. Push off the back foot. Stepping the feet in line with each other. And just relax forward. Take a breath in. Soften your knees. Rolling all the way up. And just take a moment again. Open up across the chest, the shoulders. Allow your eyes to close. And taking a moment to pause. Allow yourself, as you're standing here, to feel how each movement that we have done is integrating itself into your physical body. Notice the effect of your breath on your physical body and on your energy. Listen to your heartbeat. Giving yourself permission to step back or to step forward into each movement as you need this morning. Opening eyes slowly as we move with breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, open the arms, create space. Exhale, nod the chin and allow yourself to fold over and surrender forward. Hands to ankles. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, curl the spine. Lift the belly one more time. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, curl the spine. Inhale, placing fingertips to ground. And exhale, right leg steps back. Inhale, reaching the arms up and forward. Exhale, bringing the hands down. Place the hands firmly. Inhale, stepping the leg back. And exhale, lower the knees. Inhale, release the feet. Round back. Exhale, come forward. Push the hips through. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, curl back. Tuck the toes. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, lifting the hips. And exhale, stay here for 3 breaths, in and out. Soften through the back of the neck. Feel free to pedal the heels if that feels good for you. Inhale, pick up the right leg, not too high. And exhale, step forward. Inhale, reach, lifting up. Exhale, come forward, placing the hands. Inhale, step back. Exhale, lower the knees. Release the feet. Inhale, round your spine, move back. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, lifting through the heart and the eye line. Exhale, curl back. Tuck the toes, lengthen the legs, and extend the spine. Inhale, move the hips up and back. And exhale, stay here for 3 breaths. Making any adjustments that you need. And on the next breath, lower both knees to the ground. Release the feet. And just allow yourself to settle back into a resting position. Give yourself padding wherever you need. Under hips, under knees, under head. And then just allow the arms and the elbows to completely relax and settle. Taking a moment to bring your awareness to the back of your body. Noticing the back of your ribs, the back of your lungs, and the back of your heart. Pausing for one more breath in and out. And then start walking your hands towards your knees as you roll up softly through your spine, coming all the way upright. And you're going to bring your right leg in front. I'm going to do mirror image for you. You guys know this one. And just coming into your figure of 4 seat. And taking a moment with your hands up at the top of your hips just to guide yourself into a little bit of internal, external rotation of the hip. And just allowing your spine to ripple through. And then coming all the way back to center, placing your right hand to the floor and start coming into that seaweed action that we do. And I want you to just bring your awareness to the connection of your hands to the floor. So you can really feel your hand connecting. And then when you move to the other side, actually feel your hand pressing away. And then bring your awareness to your hand that's traveling. So don't think about the end position. What's happening through the movements in between? And if it helps you to close your eyes, then feel free to close your eyes. And you might very well notice as soon as you become present in your movements and your space, that everything slows down a little bit. We don't have to rush. Finish your last one, doesn't matter which side it's on, and come all the way upright. Pause here for a moment. Now, take your left leg, stretch it out nice and long. Stay here for a moment, and you're going to put now your right hand to the floor, just a little bit behind you. Push up onto your shin, so you're going to come up onto your hand, and then sweep the top arm up and back. And we're trying to look up into the palm of the hand, but if that doesn't feel good for your neck or your shoulder, then make any adjustments that you need. Bring your awareness to the top line of your body, from the fingertips to the toes. Take a little breath, and exhale, Releasing all the way down. And then simply switch to the other side. Give yourself padding underneath your hips if you need. And then just guide yourself into that little internal, external rotation at the top of the hip. Move your legs if you need. Feel how your pelvis has a ripple effect all the way through your spine with this movement. And then center yourself, placing left hand to the floor, coming into our seaweed, up and over. And again, bringing awareness to the small details. Feel the connection of your hand to the ground. Feel free to close your eyes if you wish. And then bring your awareness to your hand traveling through space. Allow yourself to slow down if that's what you need in this moment. You don't have to rush. We're just going to finish our last one. Again, it doesn't matter which side you're on. And then come all the way upright. Settle for a moment. And now take your right leg. Stretch it out. Help yourself as much as you need. Put in your left hand slightly behind you. Push up onto the shin, onto your hand and foot, and reaching up and back. And this is one of my favorite stretches, one of my favorite positions. This is called stargazer. Looking up, lengthening along the top line of the body. Create as much space as you can. Take a breath in, and then exhale, and gently releasing back down. Good. Bending your knees. You're going to sit now lengthways on your mat. Separate the knees and the feet slightly. Hook your hands to the front of your shins. Lift yourself up. Let your arms help you. Exhale. Start curling back. And if you can, go back until your elbows are straight. Take a little breath. And then exhale. Draw forward. And lengthen up tall. And again, exhale, draw back. Connecting all our movements to our breath. Finding that awareness of your body as you move through space. One more time. Stay here just for a moment. See if you can release the right arm, let it go. Bend the right elbow and reach it forward. Hold on to the right knee, release the left hand, bend the left elbow and let it go. And again, releasing the right hand, bend the elbow. Left arm. Hold on with both hands, pull forward and lift up tall. Bringing both arms out, inhale. Exhale, roll back, just enough to find your connections and bend the right elbow. Left arm. Right arm. Left arm. Last time. Hold it. Slowly take yourself all the way down onto your backs and reaching both hands straight up towards the sky. So bend your knees a little closer in, bringing your feet a bit closer to your pelvis, making any adjustments that you need to your pelvic placement. And I just want you to start by opening your arms wide, breathing in, and exhale, lifting them up. And again, inhale. And again, you can close your eyes if you like. Just feeling the connection of your breath to your movements and noticing the weight of your body on the ground, noticing the points of contact. Last one. Bring your hands up. Now bring your hands together and keeping your elbows straight, start to slide the right hand up and then slide the left hand up. Notice how the shoulder has to lift because you're keeping the elbows straight. Notice how the ribs roll underneath you. And notice how there is a rotation around the thoracic spine. And then start to make the movement smaller, maybe half the size. So you are refining your movement. And now move your awareness to your heart and your lungs. And almost feel the massage for those internal organs. Make your movement even smaller so that maybe it's just the tip of your fingers sliding past each other. And you can still feel your ribs, your spine, your shoulders. And it's almost now a rocking sensation for your heart and lungs, almost like you're rocking a baby, gentle. And then let yourself come to a standstill. Open your arms just shoulder distance apart. And you can keep your eyes closed if you like, or open. Let's do the arms open and close again. And notice how this registers on your body now. Does it feel any different? Taking just 2 more. Pause here. And then bringing your hands down beside you. You can have palms down or palms up. If you've got a cushion under your head, please just remove it for a moment. And we're going to go up into a pelvic curl. So start by tilting your hips and feel that. And then start rolling up into a bridge position. And I want you to just stay here for a moment. So I want you to really feel the emphasis on the gluteals. So don't lift up so high that you're taking your back into an extension. I just want you to really feel the back of the legs, the bum cheeks for a moment. Take a breath in. And then slowly down through the spine. Feeling that lovely imprint of the lower back. And release. And now I want you to bring your hands out to the side into a T position, a Boeing 747 with the palms up. Go into the same pelvic curl, rolling up. And again, pause here for a moment. Get an awareness of the bum cheeks and the back of the legs working, nothing in the lower back. And then bring your awareness across your chest and see if you can find a little bit of softness into the back of the neck, across the front of your arms and the front of your body. Take a breath in. And then work your way down through the spine again. And release at the bottom. Now you can keep your arms here, or if you have fairly supple shoulders, you can move the arms overhead. So my right shoulder is a bit tight, so I like to bend my elbows a little bit. So get a position that works for you. And one more time, pelvic curl. Using your breath, rolling up into your bridge position, getting that little squeeze into the gluteals. Can you find a little bit of ease and release through the upper body with the arms lifted overhead? Find a bit of softness into the back of the neck. And then once again, on your breath, slowly start to release all the way down. And release. And then I want you to stretch one leg out long. Stretch the other leg out long. Let your legs flop however feels best for you. Bring your left hand onto your lower belly. Bring your right hand just to the middle of your chest. And see if you can find a position where you let your elbows rest on the floor so that you're not holding your arms. Tuck your chin in slightly and then either closing your eyes or just allowing your gaze to soften. Make any adjustments that you need. And then see if you can find complete stillness in your body for a moment. Start to lengthen each inhale and each exhale. Noticing the lift of your right hand on your chest and then the lift of your left hand on your belly as you breathe in. And then notice the softening, the dropping of your left hand on your belly and the softening of the right hand on your chest as you breathe out. And just allowing your breath to move freely through your body. So you're not forcing the belly out. You're allowing the belly to rise. And with each exhale, can you allow the weight of your body to sink a little bit more into the ground? Bring your awareness to the back of your ribs and the back of your pelvis as you breathe now. Noticing the gentle pressure into the ground as you inhale, and noticing the softening and melting sensation as you exhale. And then start to tune in to your breathing and the expansion and release of your inner space. And as the sensations of your physical body soften and melt away, keeping your connection to your breath and a connection to how your energy feels. Does your energy have a texture? Does it have a color? Does it have a description? And then start to merge your energy, your breath, and your connection to your physical. So lying on your backs with your knees bent and just tilting hips backwards and forwards gently. And then feel free to blink your eyes open. Come in towards your chest. Bring your other knee in to join it. And then maybe just rock a little bit from side to side, feeling out your lower back. And then slip your hands just behind your knees. Curl yourself into a little ball shape, so you're rounding through your back. And then using your feet to start a little bit of a kicking action, rolling, massaging out your spine. It's a free massage. And then coming all the way up to balance and placing your feet down. So come into a seated position, cross-legged, however feels most comfortable for you. And lengthen up through your spine for a moment, maybe do a little bit of a twist from side to side. And center yourself. And we're just going to take a moment to sweep both arms all the way out, breathing in, reaching all the way up, connecting the tips of the fingers, and exhale, open up nice and wide. Once again, creating that space for yourself. And last time, we inhale, reach up, connecting tips of fingers, and exhale, open the arms. Roll the shoulders back and around. Fantastic, guys. Was everyone okay? Let me come and turn the sound